Gather round, kittens, for a perfect tale of a small church in Virginia, Amelia County, Virginia to be exact. Now this church had a name, and it was Namozine Presbyterian Church to be exact. Now kittens, this church was built in 1847, and there really was nothing unique about it. It was a local church on the smaller side, built of wood and painted white. In fact, kittens, the church would most likely have disappeared from history, if not for a little old war called the Civil War.
What's the Civil War?
It's when a country divides itself in half and takes up arms and hating on one another because they can't agree.
We fought a war because we couldn't agree?
Yes, kittens, but it's so much more complicated than I have time for now. That is what makes history so perfect, kittens, is this simple house of God became a bigger part of history for a battle that was fought there. By the time war arrives at Namozine Church, it's not going well for the southern states and General Robert E. Lee. The 10-month-long siege of Petersburg has been taxing on Lee's men, food, ammunition, and willpower, kittens.
What's a siege?
That's when one army surrounds another, trying to break the willpower of those on the inside by constantly firing cannon and bullets at them, stopping food from coming in, supplies and ammunition from coming in, and just beating the enemy down, like playing with a mouse till it's tired.
Oh, okay.
The northern troops, under command of General Ulysses S. Grant, had forced Lee's soldiers further west, stretching out his line like we stretch out our perfect spines, kittens. Winning the battles of Lewis Farm, White Oak Road, and Dinwiddie Courthouse. On April 1st, 1865, the Northern troops win a crushing victory at the Battle of Five Forks, considered the Waterloo of the Confederacy.
What's a Waterloo?
Oh, kittens, we have so much to learn. But for now, Waterloo was a famous battle in Europe. With all that success, General Grant seized this opportunity to strike, and on April 2nd, he attacks. The southern line breaks and begins to run. Now what happens, kittens, when a mouse runs?
We chase it.
Well, that's exactly what Grant and the Yankee Army does. This becomes known as Lee's Retreat. Those Union soldiers keep swiping at the back of those retreating Confederates.
Then what happened?
Well, I'll tell you, kittens. Those Southern soldiers, most of whom were on horseback.
Why are they on horseback?
They call it the cavalry in the army, kittens, and it helps them move faster on horses.
Why didn't they drive?
There were no cars in 1865, kittens, or airplanes. They had trains, but tracks didn't go everywhere. To get about, you rode your horse, you had your cart, or you walked. The Southern Cavalry was led by Robert E. Lee's son, Fitzhugh Lee, also known as Rooney. They will stop and fight at Namozine Church in order to allow the Southern Army to retreat. 95 Union soldiers are killed or wounded.
Wow, that's a lot of mice.
350 Southern soldiers are captured.
That's a lot of prisoners.
True that.
Even after all that, the army of Robert E. Lee will surrender in less than a week.
What does surrender mean?
It means you lay down your weapons and stop fighting, kittens, because you've lost.
That's sad. History Cat.
It totally is.
I know, kittens, but that is war. And for this little church in Amelia County, Virginia, it means becoming part of history.
More history,
Cat,
Cat. More.
please.
Yes, please more.
Well, kittens, if you want more perfect history tales, then like, subscribe, and share.
Thank you, History Cat.
Yeah, thanks.
You're welcome, kittens. Goodbye for now.